Hello everyone, my name is Shambhavi. Hope you all are doing well. Previously we have discussed about the IDE, the RC, the WebDriver, and the grid. We have discussed about all of four them in very much detail, right? Now what we'll be doing is that we'll be comparing between the different sort of tools and we'll be going through and understanding about the differences between those sort of tools. Right, so today for what topic I have taken regarding a difference, so that's between the Selenium RC and the Selenium WebDriver. Okay, so we'll be discussing up the difference between these two suite of tools. Okay, so what I'll be doing is that let me quickly take out a color here and make a separate line in between so that we can compare both of them at a single time, right? So let me just go down a little bit more. Yeah, that's okay, I guess, right? Great. So here we'll be putting up the heading for today. So at the this particular position, I'll be mentioning up, let's say, my Selenium RC. So here goes my Selenium and here goes my RC. Okay, and this respective side we are having Selenium and here I am having WebDriver. And this is the WebDriver. Okay, so now what I'll be doing is that I'll be taking you through further with the differences between both of these, right? So let's discuss up the very first for the RC first of all. As we already had discussed about the RC and WebDriver already in very much detail in the previous videos. So the very first difference in the RC and WebDriver is that Selenium RC. I would simply write RC only, okay? I would just not write out Selenium again and again. So RC is a weak API. Okay, so RC is a weak API. What about the WebDriver? So in that case, if we talk about the WebDriver, so WebDriver is okay. One second. So here we could mention of that WebDriver is a. Here we have the strong, and this is the API. Okay, so RC is a weak API and WebDriver is a strong API. This is regarding the RC and the WebDriver. Okay, next moving towards the second position we have about the management of the test suites. Okay, before that management of the test suites, let's discuss about the other thing. So whenever you are working with the Selenium RC, so in that respective you need outer in that respective case you need outer server, right? So I could just mention of that particular thing that need to start RC server. In this perspective, we could discuss about this. And here for the second one, we can discuss that no need to start any server. So for the RC as well, we already discussed up that whenever you are working up with the Selenium RC, so in that case separately you need outer server and that respective server has to be started, right? That's the complete idea. But if we talk about the WebDriver, so in respective to the WebDriver, we do not need out any server or anything like that. Okay, it simply works out without any server. Fine. So this is the very second difference between the RC and the WebDriver. Now moving forward, if I talk about now here in the RC, what do you need? You need to use the uses command line prompt. Uses command line prompt. So here in the RC, if we talk about, so RC uses of the command line prompt, and here if I talk about the WebDriver, so in the WebDriver it is no usage of command line prompt. Okay, so here usage of command line prompt and on the other side it's that the no usage of command line prompt. So both of the things are here in respect to the RC and in respect to the WebDriver. Next difference in between the RC and the WebDriver is that here in the RC it is somewhat we say that bad report generation. It means that it generates out a somewhat bad report. Doesn't mean that a wrong or false report, but it doesn't contain up the technical and managerial report. So in that case, we can say that it is a bad report generation. Right now, if I talk about this next thing here regarding the WebDriver, so in that case, I could simply mention out that can generate the technical and managerial reports. So here we come with the report. So in the RC we have the bad report generation, and in the WebDriver we have that it can generate up the technical and managerial report. Okay, so this is how it actually goes out here. Then moving towards the number 5th, what are we having? Now, as we already discussed about the command line bad report, we had already seen. Now, what we can do here is that it cannot run the, see in the Selenium RC I'm writing that it cannot run the Selenium, it cannot run the Selenium WebDriver report. Okay, this Selenium RC cannot run up the Selenium WebDriver reports, but Selenium WebDriver can run. So here I could write that can run Selenium RC scripts. Okay, so it can't run out the Selenium WebDriver report, and it can run out the Selenium RC scripts. Okay, this is the next difference between both of these, RC and the WebDriver. Okay, one second, let me make the line a little bit more larger here. Fine, and let me get up one second. Great. So, okay, point number 5 has been completed. Now, moving towards the point number 6. So, the 6 could be that Selenium RC is a command-specific usage. Command-specific usage. Okay, so here in the Selenium RC, what do we have? We have the command-specific usage. But on to the other side, for the WebDriver, what do we have? We have no command used. Okay, we have no command used. So for the RC we have that it is command specific usage, and for the WebDriver we have that it is no command used. Fine. Next we will be discussing about the point number 7. 7 is that misfires RC server most of the times. So into the Selenium RC, what happened that it misfires the RC server most of the times actually. Okay, but here what happens in the next case? In the next case it happens that it can no server, it has no server is used actually here. So no server, one second, let me take up the eraser for a short while. So yeah, next let me get back to the same color. Fine, no server, no misfires. See, the RC uses up the server, right? So in that case, it misfires the RC server most of the time. But what happens in the WebDriver? WebDriver doesn't use out any of the servers, so it doesn't misfires as well, right? So these are the two things which you are having out here. Great. So okay, these 7 differences are being mentioned by me right here. One second, let's discuss about one more here. One second, I just need to check, did I discuss that out? No. Next difference is difference number 8. So in this basically for the Selenium RC there is no support for third party API and software. There is no support for third party API and API and software. Okay, there is no such support for the third-party API and for the third-party software. But here it supports. But here it supports third-party API. Here it supports third-party. One second. Here it supports third-party API. It supports third-party API and the software as well. And here goes the software. So now let's discuss up all of the differences regarding regarding this RC and WebDriver, which we have written up here. So in the RC is a weak API. Rather than if I compare the same thing onto the WebDriver, so WebDriver is a strong API. Next is that need to start RC server. But in Selenium RC, we need to start up the RC server. But in the Selenium WebDriver, no need to start any of the server. Fine. Next in RC, we have that it uses the command line prompt. Okay. And in the WebDriver, no usage of the command line prompt. For the RC, it is bad report generation, and for the WebDriver, can generate the technical and managerial report. Then for RC, it cannot run the Selenium WebDriver report, and for WebDriver, can run Selenium RC scripts. For RC, it is command specific usage, and for WebDriver, it is no command used. For RC, it is misfires RC server most of the times. For WebDriver, it is no server, no misfires. For RC, it is no support for third-party API and software. And for the WebDriver, it is that it supports the third-party API and software, right? So hope you got up the differences between the RC and the WebDriver. What are the differences between the RC and between the WebDriver, and how are these actually comparable with each other, right? So hope I'm very much clear with all of the differences which I have mentioned up here, right? So this is all for this video. Till then, thank you and take care.